It began, as most strange things do, on an otherwise ordinary day. 12-year-old Grace was up in the attic, helping her grandmother sort through boxes of old photographs and brittle newspapers. Sunlight filtered through a dusty window, painting the room in gold and shadows. "Careful with that one, dear," her grandmother said as Grace opened a small wooden chest. "It belonged to your great-uncle Edwin." Grace had never met Uncle Edwin, and no one ever spoke of him, but the mere mention of his name was enough to send a shiver up her spine. Slowly, she lifted the creaky lid. Inside, she found a tin whistle, painted a deep forest green, and a small leather-bound book with the words, "The Whistle's Call," embossed in faded gold on the cover. Curious. Grace opened the book, her fingers brushing its fragile pages. To her surprise, it wasn't filled with words, but strange, swirling symbols that made her eyes feel funny when she stared at them for too long. As she held up the whistle, she wondered aloud what it could be. Her grandmother, who had been inspecting a faded photograph, froze. Her voice turned sharp as she instructed Grace to put it back, warning that it had caused enough trouble when Edwin was her age. But Grace had already raised the whistle to her lips, driven by an unexplainable urge to uncover its secrets. The sound that emerged was not what she expected. It was low, haunting, and strangely beautiful, like the rustle of trees on a windy night. For a moment, nothing happened. Then she heard it, a soft shuffle like footsteps on creaky wood. The attic no longer felt the same, shadows seeming deeper, heavier, as though the room had somehow stretched further into the gloom. She spun around, expecting to see her grandmother, but the old woman was still by the window, her back turned. Grace's heart thumped. She couldn't shake the feeling of being watched. "Did you hear that?" she asked, her voice tinged with apprehension. Her grandmother replied without looking up. "Hear what?" Grace turned back to the chest, but the attic no longer felt the same. Shadows seemed deeper, heavier, as though the room had somehow stretched further into the gloom. Taking a deep breath, she decided she'd had enough for one afternoon and placed the whistle and book back into the chest. She closed the lid, but as she walked toward the stairs, she caught a flicker of movement out of the corner of her eye. It was just a shadow by the old wardrobe. Or was it? That night, Grace lay in her bed, unable to shake the feeling that she wasn't alone. The sound of the whistle lingered in her ears, and when she closed her eyes, she dreamt of a dark forest with trees that whispered her name. Somewhere in the distance, a figure stood, just out of reach, holding something green and shimmering in its hands. When she woke, the whistle was on her nightstand, but she hadn't brought it home.